All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Downtown Network. And today we are going to determine who our Madden franchise team will be later in August when Madden 20 comes out. Because we are going to play our championship games here today in the Madden playoff. We're down to 4 teams. We're going to be down to 1 champion by the end of this stream. So, our first matchup of the day is for the AFC Championship. The New York Jets taking on the Tennessee Titans. I am going to be the Jets because I've been having very good luck with the Jets. Their young quarterback, Darno. And their defense is playing pretty well for me, too. So, let's see how we do here. Jets and Titans. Oh boy.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the Tennessee Titans. With that, let's get you up to Nashville and Nissan Stadium for the call. We welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the New York Jets. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this?
All right, here we go.
Confidence to believe that they would win the game. That's who's
Winner of this game moves on to the Super Bowl championship here in 2019.
From Nashville. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
And he's definitely a defensive coordinator and a defense's nightmare because his 4.5 speed allows him to break out of a pocket and hurt a team with his legs running downfield. But he really keeps his eyes downfield and wants to throw the football first. Puts the defense in a heck of a spot. Do you go after him or do you fall back? Either way, he wins.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
There you go.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. By the way, Derrick Henry, you might want to refer to him as Fantasy League MVP, Derrick Henry, with what he put together down the stretch. And you think back to Week 14, that monster game, man, was he good.
Yeah, 4 touchdowns, including one from 99 yards in Week 14 against Jacksonville. And how about the next week in the Meadowlands, threw another 170 yards on top of that with 2 more touchdowns. And now the Titans running game, they are hitting their stride as they head towards January football.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right.
First down, Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Titans, gain of 12. first down carry for Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice game.
Man, I haven't stopped them yet.
Time and another first down.
First down after first down.
Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts.
Come on, D, you gotta step it up
with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Mariota now. He finds Corey Davis. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Did not give up the first down.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Nice stop, boys.
Lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Sam Darnold bringing out the New York Jets offense. And, CD, what are your takeaways now that we're at the end of the regular season for this Jets franchise signal caller's rookie campaign?
Well, I think there are enough bright spots to be really optimistic about the future with Sam Darnold. Obviously, he had to battle through some injuries, which most players have to do in the NFL. But I like his toughness, his ability to bounce back and try and play at a high level. Yeah, there were plenty of mistakes, but that's expected out of a rookie quarterback. And for those who are looking for that Cinderella one-season turnaround for a team, that happens more in the movies than it does in the actual NFL. I do think the future is pretty bright for Sam Darnold. They've just got to continue to build around him.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The offensive starters now for the Jets.
All right, so we know that
good undrafted free agent success
Nunwa and Anderson can burn people, so let's use that to our
2017. 63 catches, 941 yards, and a strong candidate for the Pro Bowl. Didn't quite get there, but was knocking on the door. How about that for an undrafted free agent out of Temple, now making good in the NFL?
It's caught by Quincy Nunwa. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the play. First carry for Elijah McGuire. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And the big meat on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Detroit! Back out of that Philly, here we go!
And they'll run it here. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Benny Logan in there on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Darnold now to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And a gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover.
I had it. That sucked.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home.
Oh! Give it right back to me, sucker.
Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They take over 1st and 10 following the interception.
Right, let's get a score off here.
Going to lead the
I was
Jets
just going to start
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Simulation, but
after the interception, here's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. And it's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 44 yards.
Nice scramble move.
All they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Darnold. And this is caught at the end. And he doesn't
forward.
Make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered that.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown,
there we go.
Jets. Robbie Anderson, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground.
All right, let's move forward here a little bit. Yeah, sack him. Dude, the Jets, man, they're coming home.
This offense trying to get it in the end zone from the red zone, but right now their focus, a 3rd down situation with 1 yard to go to get the first. Let's see if the defense is up to a tough task. Ball inside the red zone, 3rd down and 1. Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. Found his target, it's Anderson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Yeah, he's into the end zone.
Oh, yeah.
Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the
Hell
Jets
yeah.
add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get the
Jets be rolling. Oh, we intercepted it into the red zone.
Interception. Now can this offense take advantage? Great field position, 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st down, Darnold. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Benny Logan.
I clicked the button to throw it, man.
For a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Darnold is going to float this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Flushed out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. And Myers able to knock it through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
Yeah, I didn't get everything out of that that I wanted to.
Good hold, and right down the middle.
But hey, we're up 2 touchdowns, so I'm happy with that. Uh-oh. They intercepted it. Bad way to start the half. Come on, yo.
Potential trouble looming for this defense. They'll need to stiffen here as they face a 1st and goal on their 7-yard line.
Pretty much collapsed in the 3rd quarter here.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create?
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, a 5-yard touchdown run.
Okay.
And the Titans are an extra point away.
Well, it was up 2 touchdowns.
Come on, Darnold. Darnold. Jeez.
Well, this one's getting good now. Fourth quarter, tie game. This defense looking for a huge
gotta stop
third
him
down
here.
stop. Third and long here for Mariota. And
Nice
it is
play.
incomplete.
Yeah.
And time winding down here in this fourth quarter. This is a crucial spot. Let's see what the offense can do. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Faking the give, Darnold. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Brian Arakpo in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Just let the time go.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Really? You kind of gotta go for it, man, dude.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Being chased out left.
Run for it.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
All we need is a field goal, guys. All we need.
Darnold now to throw. That's
Yes.
caught right side by Anderson. That one goes
Anderson's
for
the man,
36
dude.
yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play.
Dude,
They
this
picked up a
game's
heck of a
mine,
chunk of yardage.
Game is mine.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right.
Gone.
He's to the 10. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our
I shouldn't have scored
tie
that
here in the
quickly.
final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control.
I
but
shouldn't have
still,
scored that soon.
There's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
The task for the defense here is simple. Get a stop. They've got a one-score, 7-point lead. They'll look to throw.
No.
Stocker's got it. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Taylor.
Come on.
Still fighting for more. And he's brought down.
What are you doing?
Before he reaches the 8-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Back to throw. And it's caught.
That was so fucking easy.
So they rally here in the final.
Dude, what did they score in like 10 seconds?
Away from tying this game. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the
Yeah, I
fourth.
told you they
Now what do? You
scored too soon.
Just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game.
So we drop you into this situation. The game is tied. Late fourth quarter. This offense starting with the ball on their own side of the field. And they do have all 3 timeouts looking to get into field goal. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was
Well,
close
we're going to
though.
overtime.
And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal,
All
the
we
other
gotta do
team
is
gets a
get a
possession to
touchdown.
either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
Really?
First drive in OT continues. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that.
How'd I do that?
And it's intercepted.
How'd I do that?
Picked off by Wesley Woodyard.
Why'd I do that?
He's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
You knew that wasn't going to work. Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Man.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And it's 3rd and short.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve.
Come on, D.
They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Come on, D.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Now he'll dump it
get him.
underneath to his running back,
Yes.
complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Okay,
it's
we
an
got to stop.
8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know,
Running
you
out of
throw
time,
the ball
though.
to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Herndon's got it complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and that might be Titan football. It is.
That's not a fumble.
And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
He didn't
yeah.
catch.
Doesn't
He
seem
didn't
like
complete
you
the
can,
process of the
but
catch,
maybe
did he?
by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here,
Okay.
it almost became self-fulfilling.
And
No, I had no
points beat
control
them
over
here.
that.
Field goal or a touchdown now.
This game's pretty much dead meat.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. And Davis has it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there
That
on
sucked.
1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Now Lewis. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout.
Please
They'll
miss
be down
this
to just
kick.
1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. This to win it in overtime.
He missed it! He missed it!
Oh, he missed it just wide of the
Oh my
upright,
God.
and we will play on here in overtime.
Come on,
Darnold gonna
guys,
lead
let's
the
go.
Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Well, when you get that ball in OT, that's not the chance you envision, and the long field goal attempt here winds up lacking.
And you don't want to hang too much of this on your kicker, but he's going to leave you in a tough spot as well because you give your...
Yes!
It's caught
Yes!
inside the 25.
Yes!
And
Yes!
he'll take this all
Yes!
the way down to the 15-yard line.
Kick the field goal, end the game.
A huge play there in overtime. Now a 2nd timeout called
Yes.
for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. And he got it. The kick
Boom, baby. Boom.
He's able to split the
Woo.
uprights.
Wow, what a game. Back and forth in overtime. Holy cow.
And it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense.
Wow.
And usually
So the New York Jets are going to go on to the Super Bowl
In
here.
this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves
So
a
now it's
chance,
just going to be
and they
between
capitalized on it.
Atlanta and
I don't care what distance that field goal
Minnesota.
from overtime. The knees
I
are
would say
always knocking,
Minneapolis.
but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper,
Minnesota
your holder.
and
A lot of nerves for them too, because they have to do their
Atlanta.
job in order to give him one
Somebody's
last chance
going
to
to the
put a
Super
foot
Bowl
to it.
there. So we're down to
that'll
3
do it
teams
for
now.
us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.
We are down to 3 teams now. Oh boy. All right, so it is Minnesota. Going the wrong way. Versus Falcons. Oh, pretty even teams. Pretty even teams, if you do ask me. If I do say so. Here we go. NFC Championship game.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. With that, we send you up to US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Standing by our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
And what really attracts people to him? A passionate leader, controls a huddle really well, controls a locker room, and also throws with anticipation and accuracy, especially evident when he throws the deep ball.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are.
Oh, nice pick. Nice pick.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Thielen was all over him, too.
Well, the Atlanta Falcons, their offense takes the field again, and the story for them this year, if you had to sum it up in one word, I think you would agree, it's been injuries in 2018. This is not the year they expected to have.
And it really happened on both sides of the ball, but it happened bigger on the defensive side of the ball. Keanu Neal, their free safety. Ricardo Allen, their strong safety. Deion Jones missed 10 games at middle linebacker. Flip it over to the offense. Devontae Freeman missed much of the season at running back. Both starting guards, Brandon Fusco and Andy Levitre, were both out. You're exactly right. Injuries were the name of the game for the Falcons in 2018. Hopefully they can get everyone back and move forward, because that's a dynamite team when they're all together.
Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll be taken down.
Look at those moves. Look at those moves.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh shot.
Look at those moves. That shouldn't have went anywhere.
NFL, because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They go play action here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Looking deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't
Dude, you juggled it.
A nice catch.
You juggled
Instead,
it.
It brings up a fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
Dude, we can't let Minnesota advance. I already played as Minnesota in a franchise mode. Come on, man.
Time to jump into the action, and we have a red zone alert as this defense looks to stop a 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. From the red zone now, Cousins.
Oh my God, you
but it's incomplete.
could have intercepted it twice.
There to get a hand on it. And the offensive starters for the Vikings.
It's been quite the evolution for Stephon.
Come on,
Diggs. When he came
man.
out of high school, many thought he was the top prospect going into college football. Didn't have quite the career that was expected. It actually got drafted lower than what many people thought. But, boy, is he playing to a top level now while he's in Minnesota.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play fake. Cousins. Cousins lost the football.
Damn it.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Hey, 382, Liz 50.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And
Yeah.
he's going to go down again.
Bury him.
Tech McKinley in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up
Miss
4th
this.
and long. They've been
Miss
moving
this.
the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure.
Damn, he sacked him 2 plays in a row. Not getting anything going on offense here.
So 1:56 to play in this first half. More from Minneapolis after this. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And he finds Carr. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Let's do a 2-minute drill here. Let's go.
Well, this offense has struggled. They have not scored yet.
You got
they
to
trail,
go.
But a chance here late in the second quarter to try to get some points on the board. On 1st down, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Now Ryan on 1st down. And that's incomplete. I do want to take this time to mention that the next few months, very big in the competitive Madden Championship Series. A few weeks ago, we saw Skimbo go back-to-back.
That's right, back-to-back, 2nd straight year.
You're fired up. And then next up, the Madden Challenge, and it's a $190,000 prize pool, and the ladders to qualify. Pressure.
Come on, boys. Fuck.
They get there and bring him down. And now the Vikings
fucking
are going to
around
stop
on the
it here
offensive
defense
line.
with a timeout. As he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Come on.
What
are you doing?
Keep it. No gain there as he kept it himself. It's 2nd down. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. It's Coleman here. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. Trey Wayne's the Michigan State man right there in coverage.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the
Make
football.
it a one-score
game. Almost
game.
11 to the ball on every
Do
snap.
the smart thing. Make it a one-score game. Should have been a fucking
Bryant's
touchdown.
kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
Are you fucking kidding me? They returned it 101 yards for a touchdown. Ugh. That's not fair. That's cheap.
No punt team in sight here. This offense is going to go for it from their own side of the field.
Really?
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. This offense looking to get off to a hot start in the third quarter, opening drive, and they've got it first and goal. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On second down, Ryan. This is caught. It's Sanu this time.
Got him.
For a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu.
Hey, 1-score game here. Do not give up friggin' kickoffs. Come on, D. Come on, D. Come on, D. God damn it, D. They're awful.
Tough spot here for the defense. Let's see if they can step up. We drop in on a first down in the red zone.
They suck. Suck.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
He went through my
Looks to me
entire
like maybe
defense.
there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a
I'm
little bit
running
tired.
out
And that's the
of
last thing they need,
time.
especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
I am friggin' screwed. He's a
They'll
turnover.
run with Cook.
He's a
And a nice
turnover.
move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Turnover.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. The left side caught by Diggs. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing third and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about,
And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown.
You're making this very impossible for me. Let's go. I'm gonna have to take control of this situation. It's getting out of hand.
Hey, check.
Coleman. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth.
Gotta score quickly.
Now Ryan on second down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Ryan now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Here's Ryan.
Damn it.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. On second down, here's Ryan. Buying time to his left.
Ah!
It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Oh, we need to go deep.
Now Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's
Fucking
4.
Christ.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the
This is
lead full
impossible.
quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ryan. Dan Quinn's
I can't do
guys
anything with an
are
offensive
ready to
line
come
like
through
this.
on fourth down. And it'll be a
It's done.
turnover on down.
I give up. I give up. So it's going to be Minnesota and the Jets. Fast track this.
And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games.
Dude, I'm in
and you're
trouble
likely
now.
going to be
So
in the
there's a
playoffs.
team in the
And when
Super
you win at
Bowl
home,
that if they
boy, what a
win,
great feeling
it'll be
that
the
is.
second
You don't
year
even
that I
mind
have a
if people are at
franchise
your
with that
house
team.
when you get home after a win like that.
And that's Minnesota. I better hope that I win with the New York Jets.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.
Okay. It's Super Bowl time. What kind of jerseys do we got? We're just gonna do the standard jerseys. Here we go, folks. The Madden Championship on the line here. Winner becomes my franchise team in Madden 20.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the Minnesota Vikings. Kickoff now just moments away. It is finally time to crown a champion, as I'll hand it over to the two men who will call the action, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it is our extreme privilege to be on hand for the Super Bowl. And I can't help but look down on this field, partner, and think about the history of this game and all the great players, all the great teams that have stood on the field for this moment. So special.
This game is so historic that while we call it the Super Bowl now, that wasn't even the name of the first couple. It's the AFL NFL World Championship game before the Super Bowl really took hold. And think about the Green Bay Packers winning the first two that got us kicked off and started towards where we are today.
And with the whole world watching, at the end of this game, at the end of tonight, one of these two sides, they get to etch their name in NFL immortality.
No doubt about it. They hold up the ultimate symbol of victory in this league, the Lombardi Trophy.
All right, everything on the line here. Let's go.
After Joe Namath and the guarantee, we are underway in Super Bowl 53. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Orchestrating the offense, the former three-time captain at Michigan State, quarterback Kirk Cousins.
After the career that he's had in the NFL thus far, you get the sense that he was underrated coming out of college. Not just great intangibles, but the ability to make plays come alive, whether he's exiting the pocket or throwing from within the confines of it.
The first carry down for Dalvin Cook. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Darren Lee there to get him down. Let's take a look here at the offense for Minnesota.
For a lot of people, there are pros and cons to playing close to home in the NFL. But for Adam Thielen, it's nothing but pros. Grew up not too far from the Twin Cities, loves being a Viking, and is a really dependable third down receiver.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, Cook. Yeah, he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And the defense for New York.
I was a fan of Morris Claiborne's coming out of LSU. I thought he was exactly what you were looking for in the NFL in a cornerback. Long, ability to run, willing to play against the run and tackle as well. His biggest issue, staying healthy in the NFL. When so, he ends up having big years. Now he gets that great opportunity to play on in New York.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Handoff comes to Cook, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On the carry, it's Cook.
How are you guys? Where the hell are you guys?
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown.
What the fuck was that?
with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Under center, it'll be the Southern California native standing at 6'4", Sam Darnold.
I love how he exploded on the national scene his redshirt freshman year when, at the beginning of the season, he was not named the starting quarterback. But when USC was struggling, he got an opportunity. And by the end of the year, the Rose Bowl MVP, an epic shootout with Penn State, and put him on the NFL radar in a big way.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now they try the right side here. And he powers his way.
I thought he was going to get loose.
30. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Got an open man. It's a new one. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. Let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
That's going to be knocked away.
I could fit it in between the safety and the corner there.
Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Flush to his right. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
It'll be intercepted. Let it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Shit. Went for too much.
On 2nd down, Darnold. That's caught right side by Anderson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 64 yards.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Joseph, get your fat ass out of my way. Every time I get tackled, it's because of you.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. And he fires.
Oh my God.
Incomplete.
Oh my God.
And there's a good opportunity to just win a ride.
Come
there,
on,
a drop
dude.
pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
2 minutes remain.
He
here
dropped the
in
fucking
first
touchdown.
half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this.
Drop the touchdown. Give him a big chunks of yardage. Yes.
First half of action nearly complete. Time maybe for one final drive before the break as we get back down to the field. On 1st down, Darnold.
God, dude. God damn it. He was fucking wide open.
Well, partner, league-wide, I think we're set up for a wild month of January. It seems like this season, more than others, we've had a number of teams
burned
that
them,
maybe
man.
say, hey, they're the Super Bowl favorites. Kind of the
friggin'
Rams
burned
early,
them.
then it was the Chiefs. Patriots kept winning, then the Saints, and now, heck,
Come on,
maybe
O-line,
even the
hold
Texans
on.
or the Bears could claim that moniker.
Yeah, it's going to make for a wild month of January. And you just wonder right now, are we missing a team or two? It's just a little bit.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover.
Throw it fucking farther. Oh, oh, oh. Wait. We're getting so many opportunities here. We got to capitalize on one of them.
All right, here we go.
To throw on 2nd down.
It's there.
Man, it's caught.
Holy shit, did you see that window? Whoa!
A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to strike for 6.
Whoa!
Through by Myers. And the lead is now 10-7. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays.
Oh, boy. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Well, points have been hard to come by in this one, and it's the third quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme. Can the defense reign supreme once more on third down? Let's find out. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. The Vikings after him, and
Every time I press the button, I'm getting tackled.
Well, points have been hard to come by in this one, and it's the third quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme. Can the defense reign supreme once more on third down? Let's find out. On third down, that's Cannon, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets. Well, points have been hard to come by in this one, and it's the third quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme. Can the defense reign supreme once more on third down? Let's find out. Here's Darnold. It's caught by Herndon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down.
Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Come on, boys.
Again, Darnold steps away to his left. This will be caught at about the 6.
All right.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Watch it now, Barney!
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. He's going to get it running right. Nice little juke. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Come on, get it in the end zone. Fuck.
Defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Thank you.
Chris Herndon from 10 yards out. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't.
Two scores, fourth quarter. I like it. I like it.
No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on fourth. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And
Yes!
it's
Yes!
incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be on.
Hell yeah, dude. Burn clock.
It's a 3rd down situation in the 4th quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
3rd and 2, Darnold. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one.
Come on, baby. I feel Super Bowl win. Yes, we recovered the fumble. Oh, man. The New York Jets, baby. The New York friggin' Jets.
No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They keep the game.
Come on, boys. Come on, boys.
4th quarter, 6-point game. The kicking team is the one that trails by 6, so they need to recover this football. 4th quarter, 6-point game. The kicking team is the one that trails by 6, so they need to recover this football.
Yes.
And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. Well, 4th quarter. New York
Right, they still have 3 timeouts, so we got to get a first down.
The lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And they'll run it here. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The Jets on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Ball game. The New York Jets, baby. The New York Jets are going to be the champs.
To go in the football game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Wow.
Time for this one final need to put a bow on this title bout.
I don't know why we did it, but we went to their final walkthrough for some reason. And what did we see? Their last play in walkthrough was taking a knee and celebrating winning a Super Bowl.
What a hard-fought victory for the New York Jets. Congratulations to that team. We're going to see a lot more gangrene here
Final seconds tick. And the New York
next
Jets
year.
have won the Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy will be in the Big Apple. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
Wow. So we're going to stay in the AFC East. We did play with the Buffalo Bills this year for Madden. We're going to be sticking around here. The AFC East is going to be back in town here in Madden 20. Guys, thank you so much for joining me here on Downtown Network and joining me on this journey through the Madden playoffs. Holy cow. The New York Jets came out of it, the victors. Didn't see that one coming. I believe they were one of our wild card teams when we first started. And Minnesota was one of the top ranked teams. I think it was the #1 ranked team in the NFC. And New York Jets, man, they know how to get it done. Robbie Anderson and Inunwa, along with that rookie quarterback, man, we can make something happen with them. I'm just going to shore up that defense a little bit on the back end. And this might be a contending team next year. So, yeah. Super Bowl champs, the New York Jets. Again, thank you so much for joining me. And we will catch you guys next time.